All right, so let's go to the next story here let me see which one I want to go to here. Okay, AOC torn to shreds for juiceplaining to anti-defamation league in dispute over Musk's inauguration salute. So is this, let me see this one here. Just to be clear, you are defending a Heil Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity. People can officially stop listening to you as any sort of a reputable source of information. Now you work for them. Thank you for making that crystal clear. And what did ADL say, by the way? This is a delicate moment. Can you click on their tweet, Rob, so I can
I have
read?
to go find. That's a screenshot, but I can find it.
Okay, go do that while I'm reading the story. So let me go to what the story is actually about. So AOC, widespread criticism after accusing ADL defending Heil Hitler gesture. She wrote on it, just because, okay, got it, I wrote that. Thank you for making a criticism. The ADL had defended Musk, stating it seems that Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute, urging people on both sides to avoid jumping to conclusions. Social media users condemned Ocasio-Cortez with one saying, we now have AOC juice-plaining to ADL. In other words, AOC trying to juice-plain to ADL why they are anti-Semitic. She's officially lost her mind. Adam, your thoughts on this?
I don't know. This is a new term that I'm learning, juice-plaining. I've heard of mansplaining. I've heard of, obviously, explaining. But this is just so rich how AOC, who was part of the Gays for Gaza, Free Palestine Brigade, who has no love for the state of Israel, the democratically elected Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, no love, but yet she's the person to basically side with the Jewish people. Stop it. So, I don't know if I can find this video. I'll try to find it. But basically, when we were there, we're sitting in the box. Elon Musk came on, excited, awkward, no doubt. And he's talking about what? Going to Mars. And he almost was like, to infinity and beyond. And he threw out the hand signal. And even me, I have a video. I was like, whoa, what was that? Because it was awkward. It was weird. At no point was I like, yeah, Elon Musk, Nazi. Look, I've seen Star Trek. I've seen Star Wars. Hell, Spaceballs. I never saw Nazis in space. So now you're going to tell me Elon Musk, who's doing all these amazing things, secretly, low-key, he's a white nationalist Nazi? By the way, Bibi Netanyahu, remember that speech in Congress 6 months ago or so? Do you remember that? Joint sessions of Congress?
Of course, yes.
With a round of applause, the absolute love affair that U.S. Congress had with Bibi Netanyahu, and even me, who's Jewish and pro-Israel and very pro-America, was like, let's tamper this down a little bit. Do you remember who was sitting in the crowd? One of the very few private citizens that was invited. He was sitting next to Douglas Murray, one of the most staunch advocates for Israel and anti-terrorists in the world. Do you remember who was sitting right there listening to Bibi Netanyahu? It was Elon Musk. So stop it with the ridiculousness that you think he's going to come on stage on the world's biggest stage, and that's the day that he's going to do the Nazi symbol. It's absurd. And then you can juxtapose with all the pictures of literally AOC, of Barack Obama doing this.
Tim Walz and all of them.
Okay, so people raise their hands. Was it awkward? Yes. Was it bad timing? Certainly. Is homeboy a low-key Nazi? 0% in my opinion.
And good point, Adam. And what people fail to realize is the guy has autism. Okay, and I don't know if you guys know, I have family members that have autism. They're not normally going up in front of a crowd. How many people were at Capital One? You guys are packed.
20,000 people.
20,000 people. These guys are normally, especially at his level, Asperger's. It's still autism. Yeah, it's still on the spectrum. But you put those guys in front of I don't know of any people with autism out on a stage like that after he invested all this money, all this time, buying Twitter, everything like that, investing in the thing, and then his guy wins. He's excited. He's on that moment, as if these morons think that he planned in his head. He's like, I'm going to go on stage, I'm going to be cheerful, and then I'm going to do a Hitler salute, okay? But you know what it is? You would think the left would get the picture that the whole Hitler-Nazi thing doesn't work. You have to adjust and change the damn game plan. And I'm happy. I'm happy that she's up there opening her mouth. I'm happy that she's calling Donald Trump a rapist. I'm happy that Gavin Newsom is getting exposed, because this is injuring their future political, election, whatever they want to be. These clips are going to last forever.
This is AOC, right?
This is AOC, which I isn't it libelous? If you're saying this about...
Play the clip.
Go ahead.
All these journalists are like, Congresswoman, are you going to the inauguration? Congresswoman, are you going to the inauguration? Are you going to the inauguration? Let me make myself clear. I don't celebrate rapists.
Boom.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm not going to the inauguration tomorrow.
So,
Listen,
You know, I kind of see this a little differently. AOC, you talk about Obama had a bad season, right? AOC also had a bad season. Members of her team didn't make it out of primaries. They got popped. Then they got into elections.
Jamal Bowman, I think you're talking about.
And other members of her team got popped in election. The Green New Deal with executive pen that is sitting in the hand of Donald Trump is getting gutted at this moment. Parts of it are getting...
Jamal Bowman got out due to AIPAC spending, I think, $25 million. It was a big number that AIPAC spent to get rid of. So there could be a part of her that is not happy. How much did they spend?
$14.5
million to beat Jamal Bowman, just so you guys know that. So she may be remembering this and is trying to find a way to get back to what they did to her guy. But go ahead, Tom.
I think that could very well be part of it. And then for leadership committees, zero. She finally ended up on one committee and she made a big deal about ending up, but she's been given the Bernie treatment by the core Democrat Party, starting with the primaries and coming through. She's really being given the Bernie treatment. And I want to know, what does she stand for? What is she going to, is she, remembering and a little annoyed because of what happened with the, with all the money that was put behind Bowman to get him out of there? Maybe so. But I think she's sort of like a woman without a position right now. It's like, what do you stand for? Your Green New Deal, that's not safe to stand on that. It's that's melting beneath your feet, to, pun fully intended. And I want to know what she stands for. Where are you going this year? What's your vision this year? What's your legislative, where do you want to go other than pop up on social media? And she knows how to play the social media. She used the word rapist to pull maximum response out of social media. But I'd like to know, AOC, what are you doing this year?
I mean, Tom,
where are you going?
Respectfully, we know what she's doing this year. There's no new tricks in the playbook. She's going to do the economic justice, a.k.a. socialism. She's going to do social justice, a.k.a. DEI. She's going to do universal health care, a.k.a. we'll pay for it all. She's going to do Green New Deal, a.k.a. we can't afford this climate change. She's going to do defund the police.
No
She's going to do open borders.
She has no votes and no juice.
No, but
There's nothing behind
my point
it.
is, she's going to do the same playbook that works in her district
woke
New York.
But hang on.
But not in Congress.
What Tom is saying to you is that doesn't work anymore. It's not working. That's the point Tom is making, if I'm understanding you correctly.
Exactly.
And so for me, she is at a point right now, and I'm just being, if I was her advisor, and I'm not, she's missing out on a very big opportunity by working backwards. She's just going to 6 years ago. Alexander, it didn't work. What are you doing? The sequencing of your next 5, 10, 15 moves, you're not making the right next 5, 10, 15 moves.
Yep.
And I think she would benefit from reading the book Power versus Force. I just don't think she's making the right move. I'm going to go to the next one.
Disagree, though.
I'm going to go to the next move. I'm going to go to the next topic here. You're saying respectfully disagree. Give your thoughts, and I'll go to the next story.
Well, it all depends on what's on her agenda. If she wants to be a senator, or if she wants to be a governor, or if she wants to ever become president, yeah, you're going to have to move to the middle. But you're saying that it didn't work. Well, it certainly worked because she won her district resoundingly. I think she won 2/3 to 1/3 in the vote. So if her goal is to be a leftist progressive congresswoman, you got this thing, girl. You stay in your district and you give free food and free health care and for everything and the Green New Deal. That'll work for you, baby girl, in your district. But if you ever have bigger aspirations, you need to move to the middle.
So that's not working because there's been rumors of her wanting to run for office.
And it won't work. That won't work.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, if you're somebody that's a business person, an executive, somebody that wears French cut, you wear, what do you call it?
Cufflinks,
and you wear nice shirts, nice suits. A lot of people have been asking about it. We finally have it. Last week you saw Vinny in D.C. dressed. When Vinny puts his three-piece, money. When he looks like somebody running for office. We just got limited supply of these cufflinks with Valuetainment logo on it. You have a choice to go with the silver and black, or you have a choice to go with the silver and red with the Valuetainment logo on it. It's the set with the cufflinks as well as the, what do you call it? The tie bar that's on it as well, combined together with Future. You open it up, it says Future Looks Bright and Valuetainment logo on top of it. For those of you that wear suits and you wear quality shirts and you want some cufflinks, go add this to your collection. We may not do this continuously in the future, but it may be something you want to add. And if more support is for this, we will consider adding more of these different types of things with cufflinks. So go to vtmerch.com, place your order. The first 50 that place the order get the coffee mug, Future Looks Bright, with the American flag and the 4547 stickers that we made, the limited edition stickers that we made that we'll send to you as well. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.